I think it's a franchise that I played for. I was involved in as a mentor for a few years, and then was involved in Indian cricket over the last 7 or 8 years. And coming back here to Rajasthan feels like coming back home. It feels like nothing really has changed, and really looking forward to this season. Looking forward to working with everyone involved at Rajasthan Royals to make this a really memorable season for us. I think one of the beauties of Rajasthan, and I think the president actually alluded to it a little bit, is the ethos of the Rajasthan Royals is to develop young talent, is to build talent, is to grow people, is to grow players, and I think they've showed that and reflected that in terms of words, but not only in words, but also in terms of actions. And it's a very lovely to be a part of that. So looking forward to the whole journey, and of course looking forward to the IPL and hoping to play a couple of fantastic games here in Guwahati, and I'm sure with the support of the Assamese people and everyone at the ACA, we'll have 2 great games and 2 great results for Ara.
So thank you for answering that. Also, I'd like to know how's the team shaping up?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I think we're very happy with the team that we've got. Really excited. I think it's a young team, but it's also an experienced team in terms of the IPL. I think someone like Rian, who's actually a really young boy and growing in his career as a cricketer, but he's already played almost over 50 IPL games. So he may be young in terms of age, but in terms of experience, he's not actually very young. Same thing can be said of someone like a Jaiswal or even someone like Sanju, who's played over 100 games for us. So we are a really young side, but a lot of experience as well. Very excited with the picks that we've got. Excited that we've got some really good young Indian talent, led by someone like Rian from here, who's really shown over the last 2 or 3 years what a fantastic cricketer he is and how he's grown as a cricketer and as a person. And so I'm sure everyone here in Assam also will be really looking forward to watching Rian play again in the IPL as an Indian player now, which is a different change from what he came here last time. He was just a player for Assam. So I'm sure there'll be great support for Rian and for the Rajasthan Royals when we play here. I think we've got a really good team, we're a competitive team, and I think we should, if we play well and if we do a few things right, I think we'll go a long way in this tournament.
Thank you, sir. One last question to you. So what do you feel about the training facilities at the ACA Stadium?
Like I said earlier, I'm really happy with the training facilities. I think very grateful to the Assam Cricket Association, the wickets here. I'd like to thank the president, the secretary, his office bearers, the groundsmen. I think they do a fantastic job, and for them to give us this ground and this tournament and this place to practice. This was a very important camp for us. I think from a preparation perspective, we have 10 or 11 of our players here from the main squad. This was very important for us to be able to come here to Guwahati and to experience the conditions, to be able to use the center wicket, because when the tournament starts, because we are playing our first game in Hyderabad and we are coming here only 2 days before the first game, we wouldn't have had a chance to really experience what the conditions were like. So both as a coaching staff and as a playing group, for us to get the opportunity over the last 3 or 4, last 2 days and now hopefully today and tomorrow, to get a chance to experience what it's like to play in the middle here, I think is a great boon and should certainly help us when the matches come along. So very thankful. I think Rian's, I think I've known Rian since the under-19 days. I was a coach of the Indian under-19 team, and Rian was part of that World Cup in 2018 under Prithvi Shaw in New Zealand that we won. It's been fascinating for me to see how he's grown as a player and as a person. So it's been very heartening. It's been lovely to see him. He's always a very talented kid, even from a young age. But it's fantastic to see that a lot of that talent is coming to fruition now. In our setup, he's a very important player. He's a leader in our group. He's certainly a very important player. He's someone that we know if he has a good tournament, then we will go very far in the tournament. So I think we expect, hopefully we expect a really good tournament from Rian, and we hope that he'll really entertain not only the fans in Guwahati in the 2 games that we play here, but all over the country. And I think it's a really exciting time for Rian as well in terms of his, just that he's got into the Indian team, and in his growth as a cricketer, this is a really exciting time, and at Rajasthan Royals, just as we have supported him all these years, we really want to continue to support him and be a part of his journey for a long, long time.
No, sir, I'm Bharat Goswami here. Welcome to Assam, sir. My question is, Rajasthan Royals is known for nurturing young talents. For example, prime example is Sri Lanka. Who excites you more this season as a young player who can play big this season?
So I won't mention one name. As a coach, I think every one of them is very dear to me. Every one of the guys that we picked in this auction is very important to us. Of course, we've got some really young players. Of course, the players you all know about who are now very young players at Rajasthan Royals, but have become quite famous. Whether it's a Sanju or a Jaiswal or a Riyan Parag or a Dhruv Jurel. All of them came to the Royals, slightly unknown players, but, became established players in their time here at Rajasthan Royals. So, a lot of them have grown up in the system. And we've got a new bunch of young players like that as well this year as well. Whether it is a Kunal Singh Rathore, whether it's a Shubham Dubey, whether it is a Vaibhav Suryavanshi, whether it's an Ashok Sharma, Yudhvir Singh, Akash Madhwal. These are again players who are not that well known. But hopefully through the course of the next few years, people will get to hear and know a lot about them. Of course, there are some experienced players also that we have picked, like people like Nitish Rana and Tushar Deshpande, who are slightly more well known and have, been part of IPLs before that as well. So there's a lot of exciting Indian talent, but even in the overseas, if you look at some of the overseas young talent, we've picked another 18-year-old boy from South Africa called Kwena Mafaka, who's a young left-hand fast bowler. I think again a really sort of young, exciting talent in that department as well. So it's not only about young Indian talent, we're also looking for always, talent across the world that we can work with and we can develop with as youngsters. Look, I think Rajasthan Royals has won the first inaugural IPL, as we all know. And we've come close a few times after that, right? So, of course, the aim and the ambition of everyone in this franchise is to win another title, right? There's no denying that. Every time we get into a tournament, we want to win it, right? We want to win it, we want to be there on finals day and have a great final. But we know that there are a lot of steps along the way that we need to do to get there, right? There's no point of thinking about May 25th if you don't do the steps along the way. So, I think from our side, really it is about us preparing well, getting ourselves ready for the start of the IPL and doing a lot of things right through the tournament. Yes, if you in the course of a long tournament like that, you're going to need a little bit of luck and a little bit of rub of the green that goes your way. But you've also got to be super prepared, and it's a very tough competition. There are a lot of very good teams in this competition, but we are quietly confident that we've assembled a really good squad together. We've got a really good support staff together, and we are very confident that if we, I think we should hopefully have a really good tournament. Yeah, the goal is to try and win, but we know that to win, you've got to do a lot of things right, and our focus, honestly, is on trying to do a lot of those things right at this point in time.
Rahul sir, one more question. We have seen Rahul Dravid as a super cool person who made India win 2 World Cups, two as a coach. So what kind of aggression we can see from Rahul Dravid in this year's IPL?
I hope you see aggression from the players, man. You don't need me. I'm not scoring any runs or taking any wickets, right? So I think as a coach, I think one of the things you do realize is that I don't, even in the 2 tournaments that you mentioned, I didn't score a single run, or I didn't take a single wicket, or I didn't take a single catch, right? So, I think as a coach, a lot of my work is to support the players and the team, and it's supporting Sanju Samson. And as a captain, I think he's our leader, and my job is to really support him and to back him and to get behind him and allow the players to be able to play freely and to play with clarity and allow them to express themselves and play the best cricket they can. And that is my role, right? My role is not necessarily to show aggression, and I'm not sure that really helps the team. I think they're really good. To be honest, the practice wickets we've played on have been really good. And my experience from playing here in Guwahati, it's a fantastic wicket to bat on. It's a great wicket for T20 cricket. All the games that I have played here or been part of as a coach, I've not played here, but I was part of a coach here. They were always fantastic wickets, really good wickets. And I'm not sure about the monsoon. I'm hoping that I think there won't be monsoon in March, and we'll get 2 full games. But the facilities are superb. You know, I think the ground has got like it's a lovely capacity. It's got some great. I think there'll be great vibe, great energy. You know, I think the ground's superb. The wickets look good. We have full faith and confidence in the groundsmen. I think you know, they know what they're doing. They're really good at what they do. I think the ACA is really good at organizing the event and knowing what needs to be done. So yeah, I'm really excited about coming back here and playing on March 26th.
Hello Rahul, I'm Vidisha from the Assam Tribune. First of all, thanks to the ACA and the RR for making Guwahati the second home ground. But the thing is, there's a lot of online chatter about the fact that if the home ground is just one, then you have better chances of winning all the home matches. So what are the challenges of having two home grounds, having to acclimatize yourself to two conditions, one in Jaipur and one in Guwahati? What is your plan that way?
I think we're really excited, like Jake mentioned, about, you know, developing the game in different parts of India and developing the game here in the Northeast. We see this as our home ground as well. You know, we've got two home grounds. You know, that's a fantastic advantage for us. I think I have no doubt that we'll make Guwahati as much our home ground as we have made Jaipur. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's playing two different venues, but you know, I don't see that as a challenge. I'm excited about, you know, playing here in Assam and Guwahati, and I think we'll be able to adapt. We've got the team that will be able to adapt to both the conditions. Honestly, I don't see that as a disadvantage at all. You know, I think, in fact, I'm excited. I'm excited to be in Assam and excited to play the Rajasthan Royals brand of cricket in front of the people of the Northeast, the Assamese people, the people of the Northeast, in front of these kind of full crowds. It gives us an opportunity to show our talent not only in Jaipur but also to show it here in Assam, and for the people of Assam to celebrate, you know, Sanju Samson and Riyan Parag and Jofra Archer, and obviously the opposition will have, you know, someone like a Dhoni or Varun Chakravarti from KKR or different players. So I think it's a great thing, and we are excited. I don't see it as a disadvantage. I see it as a great positive, and it's a great vibe for us, and I think our players are really excited about it.